on a second. Okay, I was thinking that the change in their actions might have been from, well, recovering from their self-doubt in a way that was a lot more aggressive. But maybe it's the fact that he's being controlled. Also, hello in chat, unplug me already. Lady Miyoshi is the best. Okay, someone has a fan.
Oh dear, hello. Okay, this is a first.
Let's see. I think Akai, or whatever Miyoshi was talking about, has indeed awakened. And if there is one big bad I can think of when it comes to Japanese mythology... Hello? Okay, I was half expecting a snake to pop out there. Are you Akai? This belongs to me. Your soul, great power. 100 years ago, I promised myself no one would ever suffer again. I condemned you. I finished what I didn't finish before. Bloodbath, a brave new world will arise. You will not ever cause pain again. Well, I thought at least I'd try. Wait, that emblem around the neck. Okay, now we've got zombies.
Yeah,
We've seen that symbol before. It's from the Shadow Empire. Okay, not to target those things. I thought we'd have to go for, like, the source of whatever's powering them, but okay, that's a bit more than 5. Let's see, unplug me already. I love this game. It took me and my brother 2 years on and off to finish. Mainly because we stuck at stealth. Well, we have something in common then.
Yeah, do you have gotten way better since first time we streamed it so many years ago? Oh, but we showcased this one.
Yeah. We showcased Aragami... Did we showcase this one or Aragami 1?
We played Aragami 1 and we showcased this one.
Yeah, now we're dealing with zombies. To be honest, I was expecting freaking Orochi to show up, like the eight-headed snake. Now,
I think that will take offense to that.
And, okay, we just need to kill them. No saving. Oh, they're already dead. Technically, we're just releasing them. Also, just in case, Unplug, no spoilers. This is my first playthrough of this, so I'd rather not get spoilers. Okay.
Yeah. We played the first one twice. The first time was not was played on Twitch, but wasn't uploaded to YouTube. But we recently played the first one again, and that one was uploaded to YouTube. This one will also be uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. And he's just staring at a rock. Nope. Even more of them.
Roast me, Captain. What's the difference between a rock and a stone?
the order in which dwarves call them out when they go mining.
Well, you tried.
Aragami 1 was great too, just a little slower paced and more methodical in my opinion. Yeah, this... hello there. It's very... yeah, some people of course would complain that this one is a lot more action-packed than Aragami 1, which of course it's their right to not like that, but I do like the differences. Very dodgy. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I am very much not built for combat.
Yeah, I don't like they have given you options to choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
With the other one, you could still do stealth kills and all that. But here you can be a little bit more aggressive. But you still need to be smart about it.
Yeah. Let's see, unplug. No worries, I wouldn't want to spoil it for you. A rock is a form of music, a stone is a form of age. Okay, that works as well. But yeah, again, that necklace, that was of the Shadow Empire. I'm forgetting the name specifically, but yeah, that's the name. That was the emblem of the Shadow Empress's nation.
Very likely.
And here I was actually thinking we were basically going to get no combo or no link backs to the first game, or not too many actually.
Wait.
Go.
Is he who I think it is?
I think it might be the Aragami of the first game, if that's what
Either
you're
that,
thinking.
I think either him or the other one that manipulated the Shadow Empress.
That would also make sense, yeah. Okay, for a second there I thought he vanished into the wall. Okay, let's try and fight at least one of these.
He's a rotting corpse, not a go. Never mind, here he goes. Run away! Bravely run away!
Okay.
Levitating rocks. This is. It took us a second game before we saw these.
Yep.
Oh, there's something in the chat.
Yep. Wrong button. Okay, let's finish you. Let's see. Yeah, my first ever run was completely non-lethal, which is why it took 2 years. So were you guys ever fans of the Tenshu games? I know I've heard of them. I think the first one of those was on the PlayStation, as in the PlayStation 1. I think I've seen Josh Strife Hayes do a review of that, of one of his Was It Any Good one. But yeah, I've actually never played those myself.
I haven't played them either, and I think I heard of them now and then, but never in proper context. Like, just someone say, oh, this is like a Tenshu game. I mean, you're sitting there, sitting in my bed, watching YouTube and wonder, what's Tenshu game? And they don't expand on it, they go, alright. So, I wouldn't know it by name, but any detail? Nope.
If I remember correctly, it was an old ninja, an old ninja game. There we go. Even more, it's useless to resist. Or people's demise is just a matter of time. I'm curious as to who the hell this is. And Miyoshi obviously noticed or knows something about them. Is this Akai or someone pretending to be Akai?
Or one of Akai's servants?
We haven't seen those, what looked like lieutenants from the start of the game in a long, long while. So maybe they're going to show up more. Let's see, these are not going to be close enough for a double kill. Or... Oh, they were for a second there. I just missed the window.
Well, when he made his entry, or what was about to, I was wondering, are we gonna fight? He could turn that pool into a hot spring or something?
Let's see, unplug. Yeah, it was. There's quite a few of them. They didn't age too well, but they are very good if you can get over the tank control. And I got distracted there for a second. Actually, let's try one of these. Try blocking that, motherfucker. I completely forgot I had those. Okay.
I'm not surprised.
These. No, Shadow Pull. Another one I completely forgot that I have. That's something with me with these types of games. I keep forgetting what toys I have, huh? There. I think this is a bit more than a bong. This is more like a shish kebab. There we go.
You have failed.
Better?
Maybe. There. Okay. It is nice to be able to just, well, literally cut loose again.
Oh, dear gods, really?
And while we're at it, we might as well sever their life force. Yep. That one's stuck in the pits. Not anymore. Okay. There we go. It's useless to fight against his hordes. I missed this last part of that. Oh, this has been moving closer now, it seems. Nope. Stop now. It's too late. Finally understand. It will be turned to ashes. Takatsuchi's fire will die out with you. Oh, crap.
Aragami. Washomarashini. Owami Sheriyinito. Watatsa Akachide. Starkado. Waru Komitani. Toro Majikoshi. Ta. Sono Motaru wo. To. Owano Gado Waka. Undra Ayoto. Suisari. Kurusu. Temore Seline. Wa. Misare no Toshi. Owayade. Staruka o gombayo. Soro soro kuo to koro to aragami no bija.
Jai wa kotorata.
Watamaru mashuni.
Oh. Okay, Lucky.
全生はすぐ焼く
Shut up!
Okay, so that's from the first game.
An older one, I guess.
ガードダニアどうかティドヌ
Watamiri the Koto!
Well, so much for a simple mission, huh?
Not so simple at all.
8 collectibles,
Not so
okay.
simple at all.
Level 20. Okay, and now the story is really moving forwards. That is one complaint that I will still level at this game a bit. It does take a long time to get going.
Yeah, bloody heck, but it does. Ooh.
Chapter 6 complete. Let's see, unplug. Oh, I do that all the time. I forever forget what toys I have, or I save them for just in case, and I completely forget to ever use them all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get the feeling Katashi was being controlled.
I feel the tremor of an armor getting closer. What dog path have you followed on your warrior's way?
Let's see, healing.
When the enemy notice your presence, it will be too late.
Okay, I'm tempted to save up for this one, but this one would just be a good boost overall. And yeah, they had me there with the bait and switch for a bit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Miyoshi?
Lady Miyoshi leapt after you. Where is she? Tell me. No. No, please, tell me it's not true. I can feel a weird emotion in the air. I'm terrified by that feeling. Whilst you're here, Unplug, which do you think looks better? The purple here? Or the blue like this? I think the purple adds a little bit more contrast to it. But I can see people saying to go with default blue to keep the coloring a bit simpler. Definitely not going orange with this.
They like purple.
Okay, that's 2 votes for purple then. Warrior's
Wait,
fire
what?
burns today stronger than ever. Well, my vote and their vote. What happens? Okay, let's have a look at these. It's like it's armor from the first Aragami. Hood of a legendary hero. The runes on its back shine with great power. 5,000. Okay. And well, that's just plain armor. Originally an Akatsuchi design, now adapted to the necessities of an assassin. And one of these days I'm going to have to change this blade up as well. I'm kind of thinking this one just because it has a little flourish on the end. But it is very expensive. Wielded by a legendary hero, bringing balance between light and darkness. Oh, that must be the the first Aragami again. Yeah, it sucks that we can't move this around, so we can't get a better look at it. Let's go with this one. Okay. And I'm terrified by that feeling. Okay. Let's see. Anything specific for... Let's go with... Actually, what is the base color on that? It's a little... Okay, that we can go with that. Let's see. The base color is black. I think the brown works as a sort of faux bronze. And have a little purple flourish at the end of it. I think that works. Okay. Anyone else to talk? Someone over there, the chronicler likely. But yeah, I think I was thinking there was like a freaking eldritch god or something whose soul was sealed in with the essence ore as well, but no. It's more like they were worming their way into it to control our Aragami. At least that's what I'm thinking. Valley is shaking. I've heard rumors of a new danger. Tell me, what happened? Okay. Still got this generic stuff? We will defeat our enemies, yeah. Let's see. Unplug. I do love the kabuki masks in this game too. Reminds me of the ones in co-op Ghost of Tsushima. That's another game I'd need to stream at some point. Yeah, personally my favorite so far is the kitsune mask like this. Especially with brown, which makes it look like it's carved out of polished woods. Support item. Summons a portal. Not only 900, it's quite a bit, but let's take that, yeah? And another boomstick. Okay. Our captive has something to gab about. Okay. Times are finally changing. Of course. Wait, I'm highly tempted to try and get my hands on a sort of mask like this in real life.
Shadow.
What happened, warrior? The valley is unsettled. Report, quick. Oh dear gods. I understand now the weird news coming from all corners of the valley. An army of dead in Aragami. Is Tsubuyaku really that powerful? Lady Miyoshi tried to talk to me about her dreams and visions. I thought she was raving. If only I'd listened to her. Lady Miyoshi sacrificed herself for us. We will honor her memory. The protection seal she made will let us go on. Gashomon Valley needs us. We will help everyone that asks for help. We should contain the advance of Tsubuyaku's hordes. And we'll find a way to stop him. Go, fight and win, warrior. Innocent lives are at stake. Okay, so he wasn't being controlled, or not directly, manipulated, but not controlled. Let's see. Unplug. I hate that guy. He doesn't even give you anything for talking to him. And everyone else gives you gold. But then again, if he kept paying us for talking with him, I'd ask where the hell he keeps getting the gold from. Like, would we be giving a prisoner an allowance, basically? Okay. Protect the people 1 and 2. Tsubuyaku, creator of the Aragami, has awakened and has risen an army of the dead and possessed Aragami. Stop its advance and help those in need. Okay, I think we can do one more mission before we have to call off the stream.
Yeah.
True, he is captive after all. And yeah, it would be cool to have one of those on the stand. Tsubuyaku's hordes. Resurrected Akatsuchi or Nensho units under the influence of Tsubuyaku. They possess enhanced strength and vitality and capabilities, as well as superior perception. Okay, we weren't the only one playing both sides. In fact, they were playing all 3 sides. And wait, we can listen in on them? Okay, I thought they'd basically be like mindless undead hordes, but no, they are actually intelligent. Huh. I wonder what their conversations are going to be like. Are they going to be complaining about, dude, it sucks to be dead? Also, does it technically count as killing them if they're already dead anyways? Technically, I'd be doing them a favor.
Yeah, I was curious, but you would technically call that?
I guess the closest thing would be laying to rest.
Yeah, reinterest, and there's another term I guess could work, but I think I heard it more within the vampires, like Word of Darkness.
Final death?
Yes, granted them final death or true death. And from our guest here, you be undeading them.
So are we bringing them to life? What's this? Crimson. Okay. So likely a darker red?
Crimson Thunder?
No.
I'll be surprised if anyone gets that reference.
Oh, it's the refugees here. Is there someone there? Would you bring us something to eat? We haven't eaten for days.
I may be wondering,
Nope.
that was a Hammerfall reference. If I'm right, Crimson Thunder is a character in the songs.
There. Okay, I like how their armor is broken as well.
Oh dear.
Okay, so get food as well.
Oh, I remember we talked about this last game that we noticed about life essence. I was wondering, so there's probably death as well? But we didn't see any death essence. But
here
I
we are
gotta
now.
guess. Here's the thing. When life essence was used, you saw green energy. And she used also green energy for she was a life essence priest.
Yeah, this is basically the perversion of life essence magic.
Yeah, in the last game we saw a certain alchemist draw life essence from some trees and such to mutate them and just drain them of life. So I guess there's two coins of life essence. The good side, you could call it the good side, and the one where you rip the life out of something.
Yeah. Speaking of, they could use a bit of life essence. But yeah, now things are going to now things are getting more interesting again. Come on, bear.
Yeah, like we put one supernatural, well, basically supernatural being in the last
Everyone
game.
noticed that.
But here we actually fighting undead soldiers now as a ninja.
Let's see. I think that broke line of sight. Yes. Okay. Well, we did see during in the cutscenes while we were looking through those that there was an enemy called Necromancer, but I was expecting that to basically be like among the Nensho forces that in their desperation for power they'd basically be perverting nature to make more units for them. But no, it's the third faction, the undead faction.
Oh dear.
No actual need to go this direct way. Let's see. Unplug. Yeah, but don't forget, you two are kind of undead. In the first, you are described as a vengeful soul. True.
True. Maybe just...
Sort of, yes. Okay, just going to hang around for a bit.